WIBTA for not allowing my wife to pay respect to me on our wedding day. 34 meters. I'm Asian and grew up in Asia until 14 when I went to school in the US. I've been studying, working here since while most my family still lives where I come from. I'm currently engaged to Anna, 29F. She's a white American. My family is not against me marrying a foreigner but insists we have our wedding back in my home country. Traditional style. Anna is a mellow person and is very open-minded. She has great respect for my culture and is willing to have our wedding as my family dictates. One of our traditions, ancient, not many modern couples do it now, is that on the wedding day the bride, in front of all the guests, is supposed to pay respect to the groom by bowing down to his feet. It's to show that she is willing to obey her husband and treats him like the protector in her life. It puts the wife in a lower position than the husband. Anna sees this as part of my tradition and said she will do it. I refuse to let her. I think it's deeply disrespectful to the bride. Anna doesn't understand the full implications of the act. Now my family is mad at me. They said Anna is fine so I should just get with the program. WIBTA? My family insists we have our wedding back in my home country. Traditional style. They can insist until they are blue in the face. They have no way to enforce it. If you want an all-American wedding in the USA, have one. Your wedding. Your rules. I refuse to let her. Good. Anna doesn't understand the full implications of the act. Explain it. Now my family is mad at me. Sucks to be them. Your wedding, your rules. NTA. NTA. That's awesome that Anna is willing to respect your family and culture. But if you choose to skip a sexist tradition and show your respect for her, that's even better. It's your wedding, and you're choosing to make a beautiful statement. YWNBTA. Later, when Anna learns the implications of this tradition, she will be eternally grateful to you. You are doing the right thing. That kind of tradition should be abolished. While you can still have the traditional elements that are not demeaning to women. In a way it is similar to Western women no longer promise to love, honor and obey their husbands. It just doesn't go with the modern way of thinking of human beings. NTA. But I have a suggestion. How about twisting the tradition a little, and you both bow to each other? That way, you're still giving family what they want, and you get what you want by showing equal respect in return. I applaud you for the love and respect you are showing to Anne. NTA. It sounds like you and your fiancé have great respect for one another. That's wonderful. It's your wedding. If you don't want your bride to take part in a sexist tradition, you can explain in details to her how that is unacceptable to you and don't mind your old-fashioned family. Best of luck to you. NTA. But why are you complicating it so much? Just touch her feet before she touches yours. That's the way most couples do it in India these days. Woman shrugging light skin tone. The reaction to this is super hilarious. Everyone jumps to only stop the groom. But you stay the path. It establishes how you think of her in front of your family much better, I feel, instead of just skipping the custom. Reading this post I was sure it will be like, she is not willing to do this, and then boom. It's the other way. You are the best guys. I would personally consider doing SMTH crazy, like first she bow down to your feet, but just after you surprise the guests and bow down to her feet. But I'm not sure if it won't be too much of a scandal. NTA. If you really want to drive the point home, let her do it. Then perform it for her the same way. NTA. Maybe you should do it, though, with a twist. She can bow to you, and then you can bow to her too. Would cause a stir, but if you're going to get in trouble anyways, You might as well go out with a bang. Anna doesn't understand the full implications of the act. Why haven't you explained the full implications to her? I think it's great that you are willing to make this break with tradition to show your respect for her as an equal partner. If your parents can't get on board with that, tell them the alternative is a Western wedding. I commented you for seeing the tradition for the sexist ritual it is. Have you explained to Anna how sexist and demeaning it is? NTA. If she is fine with that, let her. But what I would do, I would respond with doing the same to her, as a way of showing that you are equals and you both are willing to respect and protect each other. This way I would see it as win-win. You both do it like tradition says. Plus you add your own meaning. As mutual respect. BTW. I love that it is you as a man who has a problem with that. We need more men like you. You are respecting your wife, which is fabulous. Explain to your fiancé this is demeaning to her and you're uncomfortable with it, then tell your family to go suck eggs. NTA. YWNBTA. You're getting married. Up. That is a very grown-up thing to do, so now you should be able to make grown-up decisions and stick up for yourself, your wife and your values. I'm Asian, and my country has a similar tradition where the bride has to pay respect to the groom. But the action is different from yours. To be clear, I was the bride. I explained the processes and what each of the steps meant to my white American husband, who was very bewildered. However, he has a complete understanding that this was only for show. The day came. We did what we had to do. The elders in my family were happy, and we bolted out of there as soon as the ceremony was over to start our lives together and plan our actual wedding ceremony the way we wanted it to be. I applauded your stance on this matter. However, I suggest you talk to your fiancé first. You may know more about the tradition, but she's the one who will have to face more repercussions from your side of the family. Asian families always treasure men over women, and they would think she's some sort of wench who manipulates their precious boy you into not following the tradition. YWNBTA. But you might end up making her one in your family's eye. Congratulations in advance on your upcoming wedding. It's your wedding. You say no. She doesn't care. That means no. End of story. If they disagree, tell them number again. If they keep disagreeing, consider harsher punishments, or not having your wedding where they want it to be. NTA. The respect the two of you have for each other is admirable. Wishing a long and happy marriage for you. I am Hindu. Bowing down to the groom is a culture not part of rituals of weddings. This is easily ditched. I never bow down to my husband. There is another one where the father of the bride has to wash the groom's feet. This has long stopped. If her family is mad, they don't understand what is written in the sacred books, but instead they want to do a show. Put her foot down. Respect is shown both ways. You can also bow down to her wife's feet as an alternative. There is a reason it is rarely part of the tradition nowadays. Good for you. NTA. You are a partnership. YWNBTA. If you don't like the idea of this, discuss that with your wife-to-be and agree on what both of you think is best. However, reading between the lines, your wife is okay with this and maybe trying to protect you from your family because she knows they will get mad at you, like they are right now, if she doesn't do this. Have you discussed what implications this will have? Do you think she fully understands?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.